Sounding like your angry next door neighbor, Coach K. Y'all having too much fun.
What's up with that?
No fun. Jacory was signaling me earlier, and I don't know why. His name is always in my head. Chuey Martinez is here.
How you doing, brother?
It's always great to have you on.
I'm happy to be back, man. After reading all the comments from our last videos, I had to come back.
Back by popular demand.
Yeah, man.
Many people
you.
want you back. So this is something that we actually, no offense, REP Dan used to shout from the studio sometimes when we'd be going off on a little too many tangents. You're having too much fun. No fun. But does Coach K have a point here? This is the thing, right? So I'm going to make a couple of points in reference to this. When you're beating a team by 50 points, it is hard to try to remain motivated, to remain solid in your game plan, to make sure that you're still doing all the little things right when you're winning by 50. So you try to have some fun. So before we get to our discussion on it, the quotation came from a tweet via Mark J. Spears that said, Coach K said after the game, "We had a little bit too much fun out there tonight. We have to tone that down a little bit."
Wow. That sucks.
Too much fun. Don't have fun playing sports.
Don't have fun. Because it's like, are you being a poor sport?
That's a good point.
Like kind of like loading up on the points still if you're up by 50, 40 points?
There's a border, right? So being involved in any sport, you don't want to rub it in the opponent's face, right? The USA, we know, are ridiculously good in comparison to every other team they're going to play against. They lost LeBron, Steph, all major pieces of that make the NBA so great. They don't need them to win in the Olympics, I don't think. So these are warm-up games getting them ready for the Olympics. They beat China by 50-something points. Klay Thompson was laying down 40-foot jumpers.
No, Klay was shooting it from like halfway,
beyond Steph.
Beyond Steph.
Yeah, beyond Steph's zone.
On the bench, yeah.
He was. I think he was doing it to show himself, like, I can make it from Steph range. So without Steph there, I'm going to hit some Steph range. So that I understand. Maybe in those games, players want to use that time to try some things that they didn't do as differently, right? If we start seeing, if for instance, DeAndre Jordan started taking 30-yard threes, right, 30-foot threes, and other players that don't usually shoot that, then I'd be like, you know what? You need to relax because this is.
But if DeAndre was making them.
Oh, if he was making them.
If he was making them, I'd be like, yo, D, go ahead, brother, go crazy.
Keep going. So it's that double-edged sword, right? Because you want to keep yourself motivated and you want to make sure that everyone's still doing all their essential things right, so that you don't lose concentration.
Right.
But then you also want to experiment and have some fun. At the same time, people that do that, you might be seen as you're disregarding the opponent.
But you also want to finish off the game, strong.
Yeah.
You don't want to coast. You don't want to coast.
I mean,
don't do that.
The thing is the US are in a very unique situation where, in this sport in particular, they are coasting they're going to coast by numerous opponents. Right. So it all comes down to what they're going to do to remain entertained. They're always going to be entertained. They're basketball players, right? They're having fun out there. But I've been involved in some massacres where I have been on the receiving end of some massacres and scored in some massacres.
Likewise, brother.
And it's
likewise,
awful.
In football, likewise.
Yeah, in football as well. You played football.
Yeah.
So it's to try and keep yourself motivated when you're destroying a team. It's hard. You might want to do some things that you experiment, and it gets frustrating at times when people are just shooting from everywhere. But then when you're losing, the last thing you want to see is a DeMar DeRozan doing a 360 dunk right in front of you, like China had the witness.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And
Coach K got pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed at that.
Coach K didn't like that.
He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy with that. So, I mean, I think this is one thing. It's an exhibition as well. This isn't the Olympics. The Olympics is coming up. If they do that in the Olympics, I still personally wouldn't care that much, but I'm not in charge of the team. Coach K is going to be like, all right, you guys are here for a job. Don't rub it in anyone's face that you're destroying this team and win.
So the teams that the U.S. are playing now in the exhibition games, are those the teams that they will be facing in the Olympics?
Yeah, some of them are. Yeah, I think some of them are. I mean, China's going to be involved in the Olympics. Usually, sometimes teams will be involved in exhibitions, not just on basketball, but for every other sport. Other teams will participate in the warm-up matches, but they're not involved in the major tournament. They're just kind of there to be part of the lead up to it. And I mean, we're all excited for the Olympics. I can't wait. I mean, watching America play, specifically in basketball, is always a draw for me because they are so superior, and it does stand out. I do want to see them be challenged. I would love to see a team trying to push them, but I just don't see it. I don't see any other team even coming close.
This team's pretty strong.
Yeah, and that's without the MVP of the league, regular season MVP. That's without the MVP of the finals. So just imagine what it would be like if all of them managed to play together.
And that's without Kobe too. I was really hoping Kobe would play in this Olympics. Yeah, I really wanted Kobe to play, clearly.
Yeah.
But he said, I'm not going.
What a way it would be to go out
I know, with a gold medal.
Go out with a 60-plus point game, or whatever it was, and then go out with the gold medal in the Olympics. And he would have been by far one of the best players either way. It's not like
I would have loved to have seen Tim Duncan and Kobe, just the
retirement tour?
The retirement tour at the Olympics with those two. That would have been great.
That would have been a great way to send it home. But don't go anywhere, by the way. We've got plenty of more fun stories coming up. This is some guy ruining the fun. And you know when Francis and Chuey are on the clip, we don't like to be ruined. The fun has to remain.
Yeah, Coach K, go back to Duke, homie.
Oh.
Like, if Dan told us to stop having fun, go back to your desk. Go back to your desk, Dan.
This is all fun. This is all fun. We like to have the fun here. Make sure to hit us up on Twitter at Chuey Martinez and all those platforms at Francis_Maxwell, Twitter, Francis Maxwell host on Instagram, and I'll see you guys soon on the next clip.
And leave us comments.
Oh, they love the comments, especially on this clip.
Yeah, leave comments. Let us know if you think.
There's going to be a few Duke Devils in there responding to Chuey.
Yeah.
I think you called them out.
Yeah, there's going to be some people like, man, why is he there? You don't even know anything about basketball. Like,
have you seen him shoot a three?
I hoop. I hoop.
It's better than we actually.
You don't think I know anything about basketball? Come to LA. Come hoop against me at Venice or something. Watch.
I would not want to play post up against you.
Bro.
There's no way. I'm shooting from the distance, but have you seen my three shot?